Good morning. So, story time. It's currently -7 out, and why am I out here changing tires? Well, that's because I put my trust in Walmart. So, first and foremost, absolutely shame on me.
We are the Greens, a homeschool family of five that has been blessed by God to travel the United States a couple months out of the year, and we're thrilled to have you along on the adventure. We like to live life on the greener side. Click the subscribe button to follow along.
Why, though, is that I got Hankook winter tires. They were the cheapest. Could get them in 5 days, 6 days, which we'll talk about that here in a moment, at Walmart. And my lens are fogging up because it's -7, I think, right now is what I just saw on the thing. So went to Walmart this morning, 7 o'clock appointment. Cool, get it done. We're good. We're leaving tomorrow for a snow ski trip up in the upper part of the lower peninsula of Michigan. So wanted to get winter tires. These Michelins have done a good job, but they are definitely not winter tires. And if you live in snow, you know the difference between all seasons and winters. It's like night and day, putting on a set of football cleats and going out and playing with folks in tennis shoes. So thankfully, I've got another set that belongs to a buddy in the garage that I was going to buy off of them. They're selling them, and I was like, well, it's actually, let's just put brand new ones on the Porsche rims because the sensors are already there. So maybe blessing in disguise because these are just packed with snow. So I got them off. I got the heat gun on them, so they'll be ready to be balanced at Walmart. So what's up with Walmart? Walmart, I get there, and their 2-post hoist is broke. So all I have is a scissor jack or scissor lift, which is fine. You know, you would think, right? But the Cayenne's too long where the lift points are, and they didn't want to do it. And I was like, all right, yeah, no, I get it. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but let's just roll that regular jack in and jack it up and get it done. And they're like, no, because it's an air suspension. And I'm like, it is not an air suspension. And they're like, well, we cannot make the decision if it's an air suspension or not, so we're not going to be due to liability. So I was like, we could turn the wheel and see the spring coils, and then we'd be good to go. And the Karen manager, which woman running an auto parts, you know, equality, whatever, but she would not look to see the difference between coil and air. So that's whatever it was. So I'm sure I'll get some sexist comments on that one. But with that being said, the tech, who was awesome right behind her, was giving me the sorry, bro. It's all her look, which I totally get it. So that leads me to where I am now with one tire off, someone else's winter tire on, the Porsche rim off the vehicle, all of the snow and ice melted. So hopefully they'll balance good. And I get to do that 3 more times. In the, in this lovely negative whatever below zero weather that we're at. It was -20 when we woke up. I think now it's like -7. So to throw the rims in the back of the truck, run them back up to Walmart, get them installed, and I'll give you a progress here along the way. But Walmart, shame on me. Should have known better. But they do have phenomenal prices on tires if you want to go pick them up and change them yourself. And I run Hankooks on my 911. Have run 2 sets of the Evos on the 911, and they're great. So these were a couple bucks more than straight China brand tires, which I put China winter tires on the Lexus, and they've been great. But for a couple extra bucks, go with the name brand on the Cayenne. So that's where we're at, and to be continued. What I didn't want to have happen is have my wife out of here helping me. I told her no 3 times, and if it's like Austin Powers with the guy, if she still says yes after 3 times no, then fine. I guess I'll let you help. Thank you for helping. With that being said, any gentlemen that are watching this, the best thing you can do is find an amazing wife to marry. So, old man tip. First, she needs to love Jesus. Second, she needs to love you. So if you're dating and you guys are fighting, like what are you doing? Like, you think that's going to stop? So it doesn't matter how good looking she is or hot she is or how good she can cook. Thankfully, I got all 3 of those with mine. You probably can too if you try hard enough. But again, love Jesus, love you. And what does that lead to is ridiculousness, like out here helping you in negative degree weather. So there you go, marriage tip. So side 1's done. And I'll give it credit to my D2 National Championship Ferris State Bulldog attire. I didn't go to Ferris, but I went to one of their playoff games, and this hat and scarf was $10 on Facebook Marketplace. So what do you do? But I got it dirty. No. So I got to watch that. That being said, though, we're back. 275s look good on it again. I'm glad I didn't buy those little 18s. I didn't realize how small they were. I knew they were small when they were on the Q7, but yeah, these look good. So pretty excited about that. All right, so out of the winter clothes, back in other winter clothes that aren't work related, and now headed back to Walmart around, and it is negative 12 out. So it's been fun so far, and the fun is going to continue. I'm excited. The worst was my glasses kept fogging up. I normally wear contacts, but I had an eye infection, so I've been trying not to put contacts in as much as possible before we go snowboarding, because glasses and snowboarding are not cool with the goggles, and it's going to be cold up north too, but it's not going to be negative. This negative is only for a couple days, so it'll be regular high teens, low 20s, good snowboarding weather, and we got good powder, so I'm excited to go snowboarding. But off to Walmart. I'll update you as we figure out what they say. And then the only other thing on that marriage tip is something I heard, since I'm on that tangent, maybe try to pass some wisdom along. We're going on 20, what year is this? 6 minus 3, 23 years coming up in August. And I think it was a pastor. It might have been a comedian too. Some of those guys do pass on good wisdom everywhere. Which is, marriage isn't 50-50, it's 100-0. So as long as you're serving that person and not being selfish, things are probably going to go well for you. So keep that in mind. If the other person is just take, that might be an issue too. But vet that out before you get married, because that is a contract for life between you and God. So I do not believe in divorce. My wife doesn't believe in divorce, and therefore we will never get divorced. And I am confident in saying that because of our relationship with Christ, and then just our love for one another. And we got good kids to keep us in check too, to make sure we're doing things the right way as well. So, all right, back to the tires. I'm sure that you're watching to see what Walmart does next, and to be honest, so am I. So we'll see how quick they can do that, and looking forward to it. It is now 3 o'clock, and all's well that ends well, or shortly will end well. So, tires are back. Good news, I gave myself 24 hours. We're not leaving until after church tomorrow. So, no big deal. Sucks, this whole thing, though. So, Walmart, I would love for them to, look a day or two ahead and say, hey, we might have some issues here. We got a broken lift, just to let you know. But it worked well. And I'm pretty happy with how well these Hankooks balance. They took hardly no weight, which that's the same on the Hankooks on the 911 too. They almost balance perfect. So that's a sign of a good tire, which I'm excited. That's why I went with them. So Hankooks, always get my thumbs up. But take a look at these bad boys. They are the Hankook Ice Winter Interceptor Evo 3X 275 40 20s. And yeah, man, that should do it. That should be like wearing cleats on a sports field. So pretty excited. So I'm gonna bundle back up, because now it's balmy. I think it was 6 degrees. So we're in positive digits, which I'm excited about that. Trusty heat gun, got to put that away. I actually used it to melt away the snow off the mounts, and I'll take another video once I get these all loaded up, and then we're off and running. So church in the morning, and then heading north to go snowboarding. So What the heck, Walmart? You figured it out in the end, and all's well that ends well. All right, till then. Well, since I still got them on the car, you want to see what the 18s look like? Sure. Show me what the 18s look like. So there's the 18s. Like, way smaller. Let's see, what's the diameter on those? Or the size. 255, 55, 18s. 275, 40, 20s. So I don't know if you can, visually they look gigantic in there. Let's see. Which I want to lower it about a hand, give or take. And then we come back here to the other side. We are about exactly the same, even less. I would not have thought that. So optical illusion, but I think the 20s look better. You know, they're probably the same exact size with the 55s. So I'll have to do some research on that. Are they exact same size with the 55s? I don't know. Which one do you guys like better? Put it in the comments. Drop it below. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to do all kinds of cool stuff like this. We do snowboarding videos. We go to lots of theme parks if you like roller coasters. That's who we are. We travel a bit outside, but always try to have some fun. And sadly, I seem to be working on cars all the time. So if you like cars, love to have you follow along. Love to chat with you, interact with you. And let me know. What are your thoughts? Those or the silver ones? Chrome, silver. We'll call them silver. In the summer, we rock 315, 30, 22s, and 305, 35, 22s in the front. And those fill it out real nice. So I'm kind of excited to get to summer, especially at this point. But I should probably get going because I'm freezing. 2 more tires to go. Appreciate it. And again, hit that subscribe button and like, and appreciate it. One note, as a Porsche guy, so I didn't get crap, I actually asked the guys, like, could you please put the crest pointed to the valve stem? And he said, yeah, I already knew that. And I was like, all right, I'm in good hands. So that's a Porsche pet peeve for those that have Porsches. It comes from racing heritage that they knew exactly where to find it to add more air into it. So there you go. Learned something today too. But here we are again. Hankooks. I like the mountain. I like the little icicle or the snowflakes. And this is what she looks like. I don't know if you care or not, but I'll give you the full 360. With some serious dirty rims, so the heating them up and getting all the ice and snow out, the brake dust was crazy, so I'll clean those. The car wash will clean them next time I go through it, because I do run this thing through the car wash, and so far it's actually holding up quite well with the wax on it, that it's not all swirl marked up. But one side's done. How's it look? Back up so you can see. Looking good. And want to say thanks for Ryobi for your buy a battery, you get a free impact. I'm a weekend warrior. Ryobi is the best. And I am slowly switching to all electric. So it's so nice not to have air hoses to trip over here, especially in the winter. So really happy for that. It's getting the job done. 160 foot-pounds or newton meters. I'll check on the torque specs, but I'll torque them all down afterwards. I think it's 160 foot-pounds because I think it's 183 newton meters. I don't know, one or the other. Could be less, could be more. I'll double check. I'll get back to you in a second. That was probably literally a second in YouTube world. 160 newton meters, 180 foot-pounds. I thought 160 foot-pounds seemed like a whole lot. So 118 foot-pounds, 160 newton meters. This is a Cayenne 958 edition. So if you need to have those handy, I don't know why you'd be watching this to find it, but there you are. All right, cool. To be continued. 7 degrees feels like -5. So warmed up quite a bit from like -12 or something this morning. But she's all done. Yay. The ski rack, snowboard rack, carrier. I took the heat gun and the bottoms are all clean and no ice or snow in there. So when my wife gets home, I'll use her help and probably Abigail's our oldest to help me put that up on top. And then we got to load that up. And then church and snowboarding, we're hitting up the Highlands and then Nubs Knob right across the street. So we're staying in Boyne for a couple of days. Boyne Highlands. I think it's just called the Highlands now. But if you stay there, you get cheaper lift tickets, and it's only, I think it's like $225 a night, which is a lot more, because if we go down to the next 2 days, we're staying at Courtyard or something Marriott for like $165. But Nubs Knobs never gives discounts there. The other one we're going to, Nubs is very proud of their snow. It's supposed to be amazing. I've never been there. I'm super excited. And I've heard once you go there, you always go back. So that's the reason they don't give discounts ever, because they're awesome. So we'll see about that. And then we're heading to Gaylord to Otsego. So that's the plan. 2 days at Highlands, one's at Nub, one's at Gaylord, having some dinner with friends Thursday night in Gaylord, and then waking up and driving back home Monday. And then we're off and running for another great weekend. So I got to torque these still. That's the only thing I didn't do, because the torque wrench is actually in the back of the Lexus, because I didn't put it away. Shame on me. So when my wife gets back with that one, we'll torque those. We'll get those up. I'll throw a picture up here of the snowboards on the rack and what that all looks like as she's ready to rock for the winter. And then I'll add some pictures of the Highlands. The cool part about the Highlands is they have this amazing outdoor pool that's like 85 degrees, and then a hot tub that's a hot tub, but it's cool to swim outside. So we're going to do that Sunday night, and the girl's looking forward to that. I'll have some videos of that too. I might make a whole video of the Highlands, because it's pretty awesome. So see ya. To continue, at the end of this, I'll probably say bye. Maybe not though, but do appreciate you guys watching and follow along. And hopefully you will not take a Porsche to Walmart. At the same time, that tech was awesome. The manager kind of kiboshed it. So who knows? Roll the dice, but really happy with these Hankooks. I'm excited to see what they actually do. And then I'll give you a report once we get up there, how they actually perform. But I imagine they're going to be awesome. All right, till then, thanks. So after 9 degree or negative, whatever, it's 9 now, so it's a heat wave. No jacket, which I'm going back inside. But car's loaded up, snowboards, cargo container, all our gear in the back. Actually fit for 5 days of snowboarding. So there we are. We're off in our brand new winter tires and a very, very, very cold diesel. So excited to hit the road with the new tires, and yeah, hopefully things will go as well as I think they will, which is going to be awesome. All right, more to follow. I'll give you some pictures of the resorts, but appreciate you following along. We made it to the Highlands. Yay, we're getting our stuff out. We got a nice room. We're on the back side. The Highlands is pretty. That's the main lodge we're in. The front of it's really nice. We're on the back side of it to park though. So it is very snowy, which there's no mountain here. If I'm doing a 360, that's part of it back there. But we'll have more here as we get closer, and we'll go inside and check out this room. Did it go in? Oh, that was nice of you. All right, head on in. We got poolside. Oh. Oh.
I think it's nice.
I think it's just as nice as last time. No balcony though.
Yeah, just opposite.
2 queen beds. Wave high. Yeah, and it overlooks the pool. We got pool view and mountain view. So in case we don't want to go snowboarding for whatever reason. There we go. And then the Highlands have the outdoor pool that's nice and steamy. And then the hot tub over here, which looks warm. And I see one of my favorites. Let's zoom in on it. Coolest job in the world. Oh, there he is. There's a snowcat. I love snowcats. And all the way back. Whoa. All right, so this is the Highlands.